Is God a Republican or a Democrat? I know, clickbaity, but hear me out. The Torah has some surprisingly socialist-sounding laws. In Parshas Bahar, Vayikra 25, landowners work their fields for 6 years, but in the 7th year, the Shmita year, they can't sell their produce. Instead, everyone, workers, foreigners, the poor, they get to harvest for free. Even wilder, every 50 years at Yovel, if you bought land from someone, you have to give it back to them. No compensation. And all slaves, they go free. That is wealth redistribution. God basically says, no human can own land because all land is really owned by God. It's pretty radical stuff. Now, does all this make God a socialist? Not exactly. If God wanted to forbid private property entirely, he could have. Instead, we get this bizarre system, 6 years of capitalism punctuated by 1 year of socialism. The Torah doesn't actually pick sides. It recognizes capitalism's efficiency for growing economies and distributing resources. But it also acknowledges capitalism's spiritual and social downside, how wealth concentrates in fewer and fewer hands, and the wealthy, they begin to start thinking that they can own living things. You can't own living things. You can't own people, and you can't really own Earth. The Earth is alive, and it outlasts all of us. So God says, play your business games. Pretend that you own stuff, as long as you understand that it's just a game. And so every 7 years, the fiction of property gets a little weaker, and we pause to care for those without property. Every 50 years, the fiction of property dissolves entirely. We reset the board and give everyone access to capital of their own. The Torah's approach is not socialism or capitalism. It's not even a compromise. They take turns. And perhaps there's profound wisdom here. No single economic philosophy captures the whole truth. There's a time for hierarchy and profit, and there's a time for equality and a focus on relationships. And perhaps the deepest wisdom here isn't about which system is right, but recognizing the inherent value in different approaches. Republicans, Democrats, capitalists, socialists, these aren't fringe movements. They're powerful worldviews embraced by millions and billions of people across time. Each contains truth. And what if instead of trying to make our side prevail permanently, we're meant to honor the wisdom in opposing viewpoints, to take turns like we do with elections, recognizing that the pendulum swing serves a greater balance. I think there's a profound spiritual oneness in seeing that these seemingly opposing forces actually nurture and complete one another. And maybe the greatest wisdom isn't in winning the argument, but in understanding that the conversation itself, the dance between different values, is what actually makes us whole.